Okay guys, waiting for Tai Chi to arrive. Please bear with me. Many years ago, way back in the 70s and early 80s, apart from training in the dojo, thanks to David Carradine and the Shaolin Temple, I was investigating everything to do with Buddhism, Taoism, spiritualism, paganism, Wicca, ritual magic. And the point I want to make is this. If we were going to do ritual magic, the first thing that you do is you shower, you anoint yourself with oils, you put on robes, and you go to a special shrine room, you cast a magic circle, calling the gods in from the north, the east, the south, the west. All of this is preparation, and you're harmonizing your energy and you're focusing your mind to be able to do the magic. And I realized this is like karate. In karate, we hopefully shower first, and we anoint ourselves probably with the old high karate cologne and tiger balm, and the other smell will be robin starch in the changing rooms. But the point is that you would then put on your robes, which is your karate gi, your tai robi, and that would empower you. You get to the door of the dojo and you bow as you go into the dojo. You bow to the Kamizawa shrine, you bow to the Sensei, you bow to each other, you kneel down, you do mokuso, you do the meditation. All of this is in preparation, harmonizing your energy and building the power and the intensity of your mind to be able to study, learn and perform the rituals of training. And the point I want to make is, it's important, so how do we learn? How do we get from there to there? How do we become that martial artist? In the beginning, we need the ritual. So we need to get the preparation, we need the uniform, we need the process of building ourselves up to that point that we're ready and prepared to be able to train. Hopefully, when we've trained for long enough, we actually don't need that, because we become it. Through that process, we internalize it until we become it. That's the process of studying and training in anything, but particularly in martial arts. Okay, so which brings me to the point of waiting for Tai Chi to arrive. There's that bit between Wu Chi and Tai Chi. And I can remember my teacher saying, you're waiting for Tai Chi to arrive. And I was like, is it like waiting for a bus or something? I don't understand. I'm standing there waiting for Tai Chi to arrive. But of course, standing there uselessly wasn't it. The idea was you're supposed to be preparing yourself. So the whole process building up to that point is exactly the same. And then Tai Chi arrives and Tai Chi does you rather than you doing Tai Chi. And exactly the same. In the end, you don't need anything. You don't need the suits. You don't need the preparation. You should be it. You should become it. And it's a little bit like in the security trade. We've got a soft front and a strong back. So we're polite, we're careful. But when that switch goes, when somebody pushes you too far, it's bam. You can just be it. The power just comes straight out of you because it's stored, it's there, you are it. And it's exactly the same in martial arts. That soft front, that strong back, title of one of my books. And the iceberg instead of the mountain, having the depth, title of another book. But the reason that I use those titles is because they're important phrases. This whole process is internalizing the study and the training until you couldn't do it any other way. We've moved also from predictable training, like basics, like kata, like set pairs work, until you can do it in a spontaneous way. You can just react. It doesn't matter what the other person does. You will react using your training, using your skills. So that's what we're looking for. So, when somebody says something like, when Tai Chi arrives, it sounds weird, but it's not. Understanding what it means, and also understanding the importance of ritual for students. It's good for students to go through all of those rituals to teach them how to bring their energies and harmonize their energies together, and how to develop a mind that's aware, focused, sensitive and intense. Because that way, then, when they learn and when they study, they will internalize the skill. Some people never get to that stage. That's why I thought I'd make the video. Hope it helps. Thank you.